Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today we're gonna take an example of the DOM, which is the Document Object Model of JavaScript. This model illustrates how all the elements group together to form the HTML page. So we gotta go in depth and take each of these element by element, and describe them for you. So let's begin. First thing that we have the window. In JavaScript we have something called the window. The window contains all the elements. So each time you start a new page in the HTML, or for a browser, in a browser, Chrome, Firefox, you open a new window, and this window contains the document. And also this window has a location. Okay, so and also there's many attributes for the windows, such as history, navigator, and many other attributes are related to the window, but here just concerned about the location and the document. The location gives us the URL of the current document, or the address of the current document, and the document itself give us a reference to the document objects. Okay, so first thing about the object of the window, we talking about the main window. We have many methods associated with the window. For example, we have alert, we have close, we have confirm, and we have open. So when you want to create a new window, you say window.open, you create a new window. There's many other maybe you are familiar with, such as alert or close, confirm. Also we have for the window, we have events and events handlers. We have a method or an event called onload, one called unload, and one is called onResize, and one is scroll. So these are the main elements in the window. Okay, let's move to the document. Here we have the document. The document has, of course, has a title, and has a body, has a head, and has many other elements. For example, of course, the title is the title of the page. Each element in the document has an ID. So if you want to reference an element such as div, paragraph, link, map, anything you want to make a reference to, you use the get element by ID. Okay. We have a method write called write. You can write into the document, you can write headers, you can write any element using the write method. And there's write in method that lead you to make a write followed by a new line. Okay, for the element, of course, if all the elements in the HTML page, such as paragraph, input, divs, forms, are considered as elements. So an element has attributes, has an ID, has a class name, has a value, has a style, and also each element has events. For example, here we have events such as focus, click, key up, key press, mouse over for link, for example, mouse out for a link also, and on reset, on submit. These are called events, and we can use them inside the tag for the specified element. Okay, we have styles. Style, we're talking about CSS here. We have a color, we have border, we have a width, family, size, width, height, everything related to the CSS. Okay, we have other events, for example, page X, page Y, target, and here's a description for each of these events. Okay, so let's take a look of the following the following pages. So as I said, we have a window, and a window, as you know, has a navigator. A navigator is the browser. For example, if you're using Chrome, Google Chrome, or Firefox, if you put window, the navigator, the app name, you gotta see the navigator name. For example, Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, so forth. We have the frames, the frames location. This is the URL of the page. The history, you can move back, you can move forward. The document object that we talked about, we have forms, anchors, links, images, divs, paragraphs. We gotta talk about all these elements in the next slide. We have a screen object. This is about a screen. You want to define the width, the height, and so forth, and the status of the screen, the page. You can define it here in the screen object. Okay, move next. This is just a list of all the elements that you might found, or you can find in HTML. Basically, if we move to the bottom of the slide here, we have a root element. The root element is the HTML. So here we have the root element, and everything is followed by the root. So for example, we have a metadata, we have scriptings, we have a title. Everything is related to the metadata elements. We have embedding content like objects is called, we have text level semantics, span. We have group content like list, tables, but tables is considered as tabular element. So tables, ordered list, and ordered list is considered a grouping element. We have forms, we have document sections, the header, the footer, and we have tabular data, and we have interactive elements. So this table is just the tabular table of elements in the HTML. So as you can see here, we have the HTML, we have the head sections, the title. This is called the metadata. Title, meta, link, script is called metadata. We have the span, which is a text element. The link, a, anchors, em, strong. This is called text elements. We have grouping elements. As we see here, grouping elements, we have, as you can see, the paragraph, the div, the order list, an order list, list item. We have forms. Forms, you can see form elements. We have the form, the label, the input, the text area is called the form element. Okay, also we have others like button, progress, option, select, and there's many other field set. We have document sections, as you can see here. We have the body, we have the header, we have the section, the header 1, header 2, header 3, 4, 5, 6. We have the footer. We have navigator. This call, you can say this is sections or document sections. In addition to that, we have tabular and interactive elements. So if you go to tabular interactive elements, here we have tabular and interactive elements. We can see here we have some of the tabular elements that we have in HTML: table, table row, table data, table header, table, the table head, the table foot or footer, the caption, column group. Okay, and we have interactive element like menus, summary, details, commands. All these are followed here. We have embedding content, as I said before, embedding contents. We have images, area, something called embed, the object, the bottometer, the source, iframe, canvas, audio, video, devices. These called embedded elements. So this table just give you a quick introduction or an illustration of the basic element that might be used in the HTML page. Let's move to the next slide. We talked about events. This gives you a list of events that you might see in JavaScript. We have the unclick event, click event, the double click event, mouse down, mouse up, mouse over, mouse move, mouse out, key press, key down, key up, change, focus, select. These are elements or events that you might see in JavaScript that you can use them. You can use them, but you should put on click, on double click in the beginning of the event if you want to use them. So let's take an example here of a matrix that give you the event that are used in the JavaScript, because not all events are exist in every single element. For example, when we talk about button, we have a click event is existable here. You can use it. You can use the click event with a button. You can use the click also with a checkbox. You can use the load with the checkbox. Of course, on load, on focus, on change, and so forth. So this is just a quick introduction. Document, submit, on submit, form, on mouse over, link, on click, radio, on click, reset, on click. Selection here, we're talking about blur, change, focus, submit, we're talking about click, and the text, we talk about change, focus, and text area is almost the same as the text, as you can see here. Okay, this is the last thing that I want to talk about. So we talked about the DOM, the Windows objects, the elements, the JavaScripts, events, this matrix, and here we have this cool summary of all the elements in HTML. So it gives you all the elements that you can face in HTML from the doc type, from the commands, doc type, the scripts. So you can see here we have the doc type, we have hyperlink, we have address, applet, area, and it gives you some samples that you can. For example, the green one, main. This is not included in the Netscape. We have boldface, base font, video, big, blink, block code, body. Okay, we have the BR, line break, and we have the button, the caption, the center, and if you want to move to the next column, we can see the comments again. This is something, you know, if you want to see this sample, give you can move here and see what does this mean. Okay, we have a company called Visipoon. This is called suggestion that you can use this. Anyway, so we have devs, we have DL, DT, embed, field set, font, form, frame, frame set, head, horizontal line, HTML, italics. So all the elements that you can find in HTML page are in this paragraph or in this diagram. So we have something called layer. Okay, this is inside Netscape. We have the legend, the link, the map, the menu, the metadata. So if you look to the metadata, we have something, the description, the keywords, the robots, the generator, the refresh, the content type. So we have a lot of metadata elements here. Some of them I am familiar with, some of them I'm not, because there's a lot of elements and attributes. The object, if you want to put a flash or a video or something, you want to use a flash, for example, use the object tag, and it has a width, height, ID. We're talking about order list, option, parameter, plain text, script. As you can see, we have JavaScript. We need to specify the type. Okay, we have something called VB script, XML, VBS. So here you can assign these two if you want to use for. But most one used here is the text JavaScript, which is the JavaScript script. So here we have the select element, the tag, the small spacer, span, strike, strong style tag. You can specify the tag here. And also we have a table. We have background, frame. So that means you can pick up a table. You can put inside the table. You can put all these stuff, all these borders. These are attributes related to the table. H-span, V-span, frame. You can put a frame inside the table. Also we have the T-body, table body, table data. Okay, we have other thing, which is the text area. You can see it here, text area. We have table header, title, and also we have the final row here, the table row. All these are related to the table. XML, we have XML. We have universal attributes like language, direction, alternative, title, tab index, access key, language. So when you see this color, that means this is only in Microsoft Internet Explorer. When you see the green one, only in Netscape. When you see the orange one, is in the not supported by WC3 and so forth. So here we have form attribute, we have event attributes. We've seen this before on load and unload, resize, scroll, and so forth. On error, on change, on focus, on submit, on reset. And some of these are just supported by the Internet Explorer. And here just give you the HTML parts. You need to in the XHTML, you need to start the tag. In the tag, you need to put this /. Okay, and there's just give you some sample that you can deal with this diagram. It's really awesome diagram. Just want to show you. What else we can show here? We have we have this one. So this gives you some methods inside the HTML page that you can use inside the document, the DOM, document object model. We have the window. We have some methods related to the window. You can close, you can alert, prompt, scroll. Also we have frame. You can also do some stuff related to the frame history. You can move back, move forward, location. You can reload, you can write, as we've seen before. You have form, and you can reset and submit the form. And these are some of the events that you might use in JavaScript. Okay, and these are some of the most used events related to some elements like text field. You use these three. Button you use on click, checkbox, radio, link you use on mouse over, mouse click, window most one you use, unload on unload. So guys, this is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoy this. Here's Ahmed Nasser from Stereo 007 at YouTube. I pretend to this tutorial just to give you a quick introduction to the DOM, some of the most used elements in the JavaScript and HTML. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next videos.